Do you want free money on Runescape? Because all profits from these videos will be going back to one of you guys. Want to know how you can enter? All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and comment your Runescape username down below. Leave your money making suggestions in the comments with your username, and if I use your suggestion, guess what? Winner winner chicken dinner, you'll win an extra 200k plus all profits from this video, so do not miss out. Now let's get into today's video. Welcome back to testing old school Runescape money making methods. Feel free to leave any suggestions in the comment section down below for what you'd like me to do next on the channel. If you would like, you can browse all other money making methods I've tried here on the channel by clicking on my playlist either at the end of this video or in the description box down below. Welcome to season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods, and today's money maker is crafting limestone bricks, and they was released to the game on the 18th of October 2004. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when new videos go live, just like this one. The requirements you need to be able to do this method are the following. The first requirement you will need is a level 12 in the crafting skill, but I would recommend for you guys to wait until you get to level 40 crafting. That is because until you get to level 40 in crafting, you guys can actually fail making these bricks, and that will result in you losing money rather than making money. Coming in for the second set of requirements you will need for this method. The simple one is you need a chisel, and the second one is you need around 500 to 1 million in starter cash. As these limestone bricks aren't really traded that often, I would recommend for you guys to buy these overnight. If you don't want to do that, I would just recommend for you guys to buy them while you are playing over maybe 2 or 3 days just before you start this method. As we are bank standing in today's video, it is completely up to you for what you want to wear, but for your inventory layout I would recommend for you to copy the same layout as me. I will stick a bigger picture on screen on how I'm doing this method. But before we go any further, only 12% of you who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn notifications on to be the first to see the new videos. After that sellout plug, now let's get into some more information about this method. Limestone bricks can be crafted through the crafting skill at level 12 by using a chisel with the limestone in your invent. This will grant the player 6 crafting experience. However, you may create a rock if you are too heavy handed with the chisel, but you will stop failing to chisel these bricks at level 40 crafting. As there is no make all menu, you have to craft them one by one, but if you can click like a madman, then you can craft multiple per single game tick. These chiseled god looking bricks can be purchased for 26 coins from the stone mason in Keldegrim, or for 21 coins from Big Razimire at his general store in Morton. Shout out to Big Razzie the Rastaman. Limestone bricks are also used in rebuilding the Morton temple during the Shades of Morton quest and minigame. But with this all being said, let's jump over to the final price check so we can see how many bricks we have chiseled and to see how much money we'll be giving away in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of cutting these limestone bricks. We managed to make 5,443 limestone bricks. So I'll just go ahead and throw this in the price check, and that should give us our profit, and then we'll take away the money we spent. So 5,443 comes out to be 816,450 GP. So I'll put that in the calculator and then I'll be back with the price we paid for all of these. If we look at our history here, we bought them for 86 GP each. So if we times 5,443 by 86, that will give us the money we spent. So 86 times 5,443. We spent 468,098 GP for this video. Now if we go back and take this away from the profits we earn, that should give us our overall profit we got from making this video. So if we go ahead and take this away from 816,450 GP. So for today's video, our profits is 348,352 GP. Welcome to season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods. And today's money maker is pickpocketing master farmers for 5 hours. And they was released to the game on the 6th of June 2005. We are doing this with the Doing Hard diaries completed, so that way we get the 10% boost anywhere across Gillinor. Also, we currently have 94 in Thieving, so we will not fail these pickpockets, hopefully anyway. I'm pretty sure I calculated correctly. We are starting with 7,964,131 XP. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when the new videos go live, just like the one you are watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. The first requirement you need is a level 38 in Thieving, but I would recommend that you have a level 94 in Thieving. This is because at level 94 you don't fail to pickpocket these master farmers. That is if you have the hard Ardoin diaries completed. Another massive requirement is to have the rogue's outfit. I wouldn't start this method until you have the full outfit, as it gives you double loot and makes it more profitable. If you don't have level 94 in Thieving, I would recommend for you to bring some food and to pickpocket these farmers in Draenor village. This is because it is very close to a bank. But before we go any further, only 12% of you who will watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications to be the first to see the new videos. Now let's get into some more information about this method. These master farmers were released to the game on the 6th of June 2005. There is a couple of locations where you can pickpocket these farmers. The first one is south of Varrock, the second one is north of East Ardoin near the farming patch. A very popular one is in Draenor village. There is also some in the farming guild, and the one we are pickpocketing in today's video is located in the Hosidius house region in Great Korem. As we are looting in today's video, I don't have an invent set up, but you guys can bring a seed box if you have one. This will give you more invent spaces because you can put some of the seeds into the seed box. And for my gear setup, I have the full rogue's outfit. Once again, if you do not have this, you can easily get it once you get to level 50 Thieving, and I will leave a guide in the description box down below for you guys to obtain this rogue's outfit. Alongside the outfit, I am wearing a woodcutting cape, and this is just for a bit of fashion. You really don't need to wear anything else if you have the rogue's outfit. We have now finished the first hour. I'll just go ahead and grab everything out of the bank so far. So this is everything we have here in the bank. I'll just grab all of this out. I'll probably do 2 price checks. So the first price check comes out to be 84,694. That is not too bad, actually, to be honest. I thought it would be a lot less than that. And the second price check comes out to be 1,162,132 GP, and that is only for 1 hour. And we still have 4 hours left to go. And for the XP in this hour, we managed to get 102,100 XP. So that isn't really too bad either, to be honest. I was hoping we would get a level, but from them XP rates, it doesn't look like we'll be able to get a level from this 5-hour video. We have just finished the second hour of pickpocketing master farmers, and in this second hour, we only managed to get 90,000 XP. I don't know what I did differently in the first hour to the second hour, but I'll just give you a quick look at the loot tab. The loot tab says we are currently around 2.23 million. That really isn't too bad at all. So for the 5th and final hour, we have managed to get ourselves 97.4 thousand XP. I did end up actually stopping it by about 30 seconds early because I had to bank anyway. I didn't really see the point in running back for maybe 3 or 4 more pickpockets. But now I'll jump on over to the GE and we'll do a price check set, so then we can see how much we have made in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of 5 hours of master farmers. We managed to get 482,421 XP. So now if we go and divide that by 5, so on average we got 96,400 XP an hour. So that is not too bad, but I'm pretty sure we got a lot of money. I'll be back after I've got the first invent of seeds out of the bank, and I'll be back with you here in a second with the first price check. Here in my invent is the first price check, so let's go ahead and price check this. So the first price check comes out to be 204,914. So I'll stick that in the calculator. 204,914. So that is how much in the first price check. So the second price check comes out to be 4,293,438. So I'll go ahead and add that up in the calculator. So that gives our total profit of 4,498,352. So I'll now go ahead and sell all this off. So I'm now back after selling everything off, and here in my invent is all the money we managed to get. As you guys saw on that little time-lapse cinematic type of thing, not all the seeds sold, so I just left them in the bank. Eventually I'll probably just drop them on the floor. The only seeds I kept from this entire video was the barley seeds, and that is because I used them in my birdhouse runs. So let's just go ahead and throw this in the price check here so we can see how much we'll actually be giving away. So today's giveaway will be 3,885,701 GP. Welcome to season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods. And today's money maker is mixing Toadflax potions. And it was released to the game on the 27th of July 2004. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when the new videos go live, just like this one. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. The first requirement, and probably the most important requirement to be able to do this method, is that you will have to have completed the Druidic Ritual quest. This is for you to unlock the Herb Lore skill. Coming in for the second requirement is that you will need a level 34 in this Herb Lore skill, so you can start to mix these potions. The last requirement you will need to be able to do this method, which again I think is a very important requirement, you will need around 7 million to 8 million in starter cash to be able to do this method efficiently for 1 hour. And the location we're using for this method is the Grand Exchange. This is a very good bank to use, especially if you don't have a lot of money to buy all the supplies before you start this method. So I would recommend for you guys to use the Grand Exchange so you can buy and sell all the supplies you need as we go through this method. As we are bank standing in today's video, it's completely up to you for what you want to wear, but for your inventory layout, I would recommend for you to copy my layout. I will enlarge the picture on screen so you can see how I am doing this method. But before we go any further, only 12% of you who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications so you can be the first to see the new videos. Now let's get into some more information about this method. Toadflax potions are used to create sourdough brews. Because these are often used to train herb lore, adding a clean Toadflax to a vial of water gives no experience, so a lot of players will avoid making unfinished potions and buy them directly from the Grand Exchange. So with players doing this, this opens up an opportunity to make unfinished Toadflax potions for profit. Like all methods involving large amounts of buying and selling, which require a relatively high amount of starter cash, it is recommended to test the market by buying one unfinished potion and selling the same potion back, so then you can see the profit margin. So after you have bought all of your Toadflax and your vials of water, withdraw 14 Toadflax and 14 vials of water and use one on the other. A menu will pop up and all you got to do is make all. After the inventory is complete, you should be left with 14 unfinished Toadflax potions in your inventory. Deposit your inventory into your bank, withdraw 14 more herbs and 14 more vials of water, and repeat this process. Each inventory should take around 13 seconds with banking, which means you can make around 4,100 potions per hour. Once you have finished making all of your potions, you can sell them on the Grand Exchange. To maximise all your profits, all you have to do is once again just check the profit margin. You can do this again by buying an unfinished potion and instantly selling the unfinished potion back, and then sell yours for slightly below the profit margin of what you bought these potions for. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many potions we have managed to whip together and to see how much we'll be giving away in today's video. Welcome to the price check of making Toadflax potions. So in this hour we managed to make 3,865 Toadflax potions. I've got in the calculator how much we paid for them. I think I paid a little bit more than this, but this is today's prices, so we will just go from today's prices and how much we paid. So we paid 1,885 GP each. That is for one clean Toadflax. I did not calculate the money for the vial of water because I already have a lot of them in the bank. Let me just minimize my chat really quickly. So we managed to make 3,865. So if we go ahead and times that by 1,885, that should give us our money we spent. So 3,865. So the money we spent doing this is 7,285,525 GP. Now if we go ahead and throw this in the price check, this should give us our money we have got in profit. So our profit from this was 7,733,865 GP. So if we go ahead and take this away from the money we spent, that should give us our net profit. So take away 7,733,865. So today's profits is actually 448,340 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods. And today's moneymaker is going to be mining iron ore, and it was released to the game on the 4th of January 2001. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when the new videos go live, just like this one you are watching right now. The only requirement you need to be able to do this method is a level 15 in the mining skill, but I would recommend for you guys to wait until you get to level 40 on mining so you can use the rune pickaxe. The location we're using for today's method is the mining guild. Bear in mind, you will need a level 60 in the mining skill to get access to the mining guild. If you don't have access to the mining guild, a good location for you to use is the mining spot southwest of Varrock. Well, bear in mind, if you are on a free-to-play world or you have a free-to-play account and you are wanting to do this method, this location may be very packed with other players or even bots. As we are mining in today's video, I am wearing the full prospector outfit for that slight additional XP boost. And the pickaxe I am using for this video is the dragon pickaxe, but if you cannot afford a dragon pickaxe or you don't have a level 61 in the mining skill, you guys can use the next best thing, which is the rune pickaxe. And for your invent setup, as we are gathering in today's video, I'd recommend for you guys to not put anything in your inventory. This is so you can maximize the amount of iron ore you can mine before you have to bank. But before we go any further, only 12% of you who watch my videos are subscribed. If you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications so you can be the first to see the new videos. Now let's get into some more information about this method. Iron ore is always in demand due to its use in producing iron and steel bars. There are many locations to mine iron ore. One of the best members places to mine iron ore, for banking it anyway, is the Cadantine Monastery. This place has 6 iron rocks in total, and they are very close to each other. Players can teleport there quickly with the Cadantine cloak, and this Cadantine cloak has infinite teleport, so it's a lot easier for you guys to bank also. After you guys have got a full inventory, if you are mining at the Cadantine Monastery, you can either run to Cadantine South Bank and then just teleport back with the cloak, or you can teleport away with an amulet of glory or ring of dueling, and then once again use the cloak to return to the monastery. An alternate location, if you don't want to mine at the monastery or you don't have the Cadantine cloak, you can mine at the fight arena mine. Players can either run south towards Yanil and bank in Yanil, or they can run north and then a little bit to the east so you guys can bank at the fishing trawl platform where there is a deposit box on the dock. However, on the other hand, for free-to-play players, you will be advised to mine either at the east or the west mine in Varrock, as there is 2 banks in Varrock, one for the east and one for the west, and it is very simple for you guys to bank your iron ore. For example, if you guys are mining at the east mine location, then you should probably use the east bank to bank your iron ore. And another location for free to play is in Al-Kharid. This is where the scorpions are. It is famous on the game, and you can bank your iron ore very close by at the duel arena. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how much iron ore we have managed to mine in this 1 hour and to see how much money will be given away in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of mining iron ore. Here in my invent is all the iron ore we managed to mine. So in this 1 hour we mined 1,487 iron ore, and we managed to get 25 unidentified minerals. So I'll just go ahead and throw this in price check. The loot from 1 hour of mining iron ore comes out to be 71,376 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods, and today's moneymaker is Enchanting Opal necklaces, and it was released to the game on the 2nd of February 2017. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when new videos go live, just like the one you are watching right now. For today's video, we'll be letting the level 1 enchantment spell autocast, so we could do a comparison video in the future. Now let's get into the requirements for this method. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. The first requirement, which is probably the easiest requirement, is you need to have a level 7 in the magic skill so you can cast level 1 enchantment. The second requirement, and probably the harder requirement, is that you will need around 1 million to 2 million in starter cash. This depends on whether you are AFK casting or if you are doing it fully manually. This 1 to 2 million in starter cash will include buying all the opal necklaces you will need for this 1 hour, and it will also include all the cosmic runes you will need to buy. And lastly, it is a recommended requirement, but it is not really essential. I would recommend for you to wield a water staff, as this will save you money from buying water runes. As we are bank standing in today's video, it is completely up to you for what you'd like to wear, as long as you have a water staff in your main hand. For your inventory, you will need a stack of cosmic runes. I have all my cosmic runes in my invent. This is because I don't really want to just bring out 27 cosmic runes every time I bank. It is just a lot easier for me to bring them all out at once. And the rest of my inventory is full of opal necklaces. I will enlarge the picture on screen so you can see how I have my invent laid out. But before we go any further, only 12% of you who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications to be the first to see the new videos. Now let's get into some more information about this method. Opal necklaces can be enchanted into a dodgy necklace through the use of a level 1 enchantment spell. To be able to cast a level 1 enchantment spell, the player will need 1 water rune and 1 cosmic rune. But if you wield a water staff, this will give you unlimited water rune charges, so you will only need 1 cosmic rune per enchantment spell you want to cast. The player can either auto cast this enchantment or do it manually. Doing it manually is a lot faster, as manually casting is 3 game ticks and auto casting is 7 game ticks. After you have cast the level 1 enchantment spell on an opal necklace, a dodgy necklace is made, and this provides a 25% chance to prevent the player from being stunned and damaged while pickpocketing NPCs in the Thieving skill. This necklace begins with 10 charges. 1 charge is consumed each time the necklace successfully prevents damage. When the last charge is consumed, the necklace crumbles away. As of today's prices, an opal necklace costs 553 GP, the price of a single cosmic rune is 130 GP, a water rune is currently going for 5 GP, so this gives you a total of 688 GP. However, if you are using a water staff, you can easily take away 5 GP from this total price. If you sold this dodgy necklace you have just made on the GE, you can sell it for a price of 1017 GP, so this gives you a profit of 329 GP per dodgy necklace you make. With all this now being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many necklaces we have managed to make in this 1 hour and to see how much money will be given away in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of enchanting these opal necklaces. The prices have actually changed from when I did this video, as I record the price checks a couple of days after I record them, so I can record more than 1 video at a time. Here is the price we paid for the cosmic runes. We paid 108,032 GP for the cosmic runes, and for the opal necklaces we paid 486,144. So I'll bring up a calculator so we can add them two together. So we paid for this 594,176 GP. If I just go ahead and throw this in the price check, hopefully we have made more money than what we've spent here. So the money we have made by doing this method is 849,908 GP. If I go ahead and take this away from the price we paid for everything, so 849,908, that gives us a profit of 255,732 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods, and today's money maker is creating teleport to house tablet, and it was released to the game on the 31st of May 2006. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when each video is about to go live, just like the one you are watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. The first requirement you will need is a level 40 in the magic skill. This is so you can make these house tablets. The second requirement is that you will need around 500k in starter cash. This is so you can buy soft clay, law runes and earth runes, and alongside that you will need to buy an air staff so you can equip it, and this will count as your air runes. Or you can buy a dust battle staff if you have level 30 attack, and this will count as your earth and your air runes, so that will save you a lot more money in the long run. For my gear setup in today's video, I am wearing full graceful as we will be running in today's video, and I've gone with the air staff. This counts as my air runes. My invent setup is on screen and I will enlarge it so you can see what order I have my invent laid out in. Before we go any further, only 12% of you who have watched my videos are subscribed. If you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications to be the first to see the new videos. Now let's jump into some information about this method. House teleport tablets are worth 462 coins as of today's recording and are generally in high demand as they are one of the most versatile teleportation items. These tablets are made on mahogany eagle lecterns or a marble lectern in a player owned house. This does not have to be in your house, but is strongly recommended that your house is in the same location as the one you are using. For example, if you're wanting to use a world 330 to make these teleport tablets, it is strongly recommended that your house is located in Remington, so you can either cast the home teleport spell or just use one of the tablets you make to get back to the house portal. If you are not too bothered about maximising your profits, you can use Files to unnote your soft clay for 5 GP per note, and he is located in Remington. Unfortunately, we did not do that in today's method because we are all about making money rather than spending money. And with all this now being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many house tablets we've managed to make and to see how much money we'll be giving away in today's video. Welcome to the price check. Here in my event is everything we have managed to make. So in this 1 hour we managed to make 963 house teleport tabs, and in my event is all of the supplies we used. I'm just going to go ahead and price check all of this, then this will give us our amount we spent to do this method. So it comes out to be 381,102 GP. Now I'll pull up a calculator and I'll just stick that in there. So 381,102. So that is the amount we spent to do this method. Now I'll go in my bank and I'll grab out all of the teleport tabs and I'll be back with it after I've done that. So in my invent now is teleport tabs we made 963. So I'll just go ahead and price check this. So this comes out to be 444,906 GP. So I'll go ahead and take this away from the money we spent, and then that'll give us our net profit for this video. So take away 444,906. So the money we have made in this video is 63,804 GP. Welcome to season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki moneymaking methods, and today's moneymaker is collecting red dyes, and they was released to the game on the 8th of May 2001. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when the new videos go live, just like the one you're watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. The first set of requirements you will need is a level 45 in the farming skill, and you will need 60% Hosidious House Favour. This is so you have access to the farming guild, and this is the place where we'll be banking our dyes in today's video. The second set of requirements are recommended. You will need a full set of Graceful. This is so your run lasts for longer, and this is because we'll be running an awful lot in today's video. And you can also bring some stamina potions and some skill necklaces so you never run out of run energy. And the skill necklaces are for you to teleport back to the farming guild. If you don't have the money or you don't have any of them, just a full set of Graceful is more than enough if you don't mind walking every couple of runs. This is what I did in this video anyway. For my gear setup in today's video, I am wearing full Graceful, as we'll be running a lot in this video like I touched on before, because we'll be running from the farmhouse just south of the farming guild all the way back to the farming guild and using the bank. And I will also have a skill necklace so I can teleport back to the farming guild either if I run out of energy or if I'm just feel like it being lazy and I just fancy using a necklace charge. As we're collecting today's video, I do not have an invent set up, but if you really want to, you could bring some stamina potion, but that is entirely up to you. Before we go any further, only 12% of you who watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications to be the first to see the new videos. Now let's jump into some more information about this method. There are a few locations you can get these red dyes from around Gillinor. The first location is you can take 3 red berries to Aggie in Draenor village and pay her 5 GP and she will make the red dye for you. It can also be bought in Letia from Orenwin for 6 coins. It can also be found in Sisterhood Sanctuary in Slep. These dyes can also be found in the farmhouse featured in the Getting Ahead quest, and this is located in the shelves just behind the staircase, and this house is located just south of the farming guild, and this is the location we'll be getting our dyes from in this video. I'm not sure if you have to complete the quest or to just start the quest to be able to take these red dyes from the shelf in this building, but just in case, I'll leave a good quest guide in the description box down below for you guys who are wanting to try this method. You can also combine these red dyes to make other stuff, and I'll just list off of them now. A red dye can be combined with a yellow dye to make orange dye. It can also be combined with a blue dye to make purple dye. You can combine it with a black cape, and you can dye this cape red. You can also dye Goblin Mail red if you use the red dye on the Goblin Mail. It can be combined with a steel full helm to make an Ardoin Knight helmet, and it is also used in a couple of construction items. Red dyes are also used in a few quests. The first quest they will be used in is Enlightened Journey. Another quest is Getting Ahead quest, and the third quest is Song of the Elves, and it is also possible that the red dye is required for the Ghost Ahoy quest, since the colours needed for that quest are completely random. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many red dyes we've managed to collect in this 1 hour, and to see how much money will be given away in today's video. So we have finished collecting the red dyes. Here in my inventory is all of the red dyes we have managed to collect, and we have managed to collect 995 red dyes in this 1 hour. So I'll just go ahead and throw this in the price check. So 1 hour of collecting red dyes comes out to be 308,450 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods. And today's money maker is going to be high alching adamant plate bodies, and they was released to the game on the 5th of May 2004. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when the new videos go live, just like the one you are watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. I have split it up into 2 sets of requirements. The first set of requirements are magic based, and the first one in this set is that you will need a level 55 in the magic skill. This is so you can cast a high alchemy spell. And the second magic based requirement is that you will need either a fire staff or 5 fire runes alongside 1 nature rune. Again, this is so you can cast the high alchemy spell. And the next requirement is probably the harder requirement, and this is you will need around 12 million in starter cash. This is so you can do this method for 1 hour efficiently. But if you don't have a lot of money, or if you don't have 12 million, you could just buy these adamant plate bodies, high alch them, and then buy some more with the profits you make. For my gear setup in today's video, it is very simple. I am wearing full graceful. I do not know why I'm wearing full graceful, and I have a fire staff equipped. However, it is entirely up to you for what you want to wear, as long as you have a fire staff equipped. My invent setup is on screen, and I will enlarge it so you guys can see what my invent looks like in today's video. Now let's get into some information about this method. There are 3 locations around Gilnor where you can buy these adamant plate bodies, and they are all in shops. The first shop is Valane's Shop of Champions. This is located on the 1st floor of the Champions Guild, and it is sold for 21,632 GP. The second armor store is located in the Blast Furnace at Keldagrim, and this is sold at 16,640 GP. And the final store where you can buy these adamant plate bodies from is Annie Irin's Armor Store. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name. And this is located in Prith. They sell it for 16,640 GP, and the stock refreshes in that store every 4 minutes. The adamant plate body is a piece of a adamant armor set, and this is used in melee training, and it requires a level 30 in defense to wear. A player with level 88 in smithing can create these adamant plate bodies by using 5 adamant bars on an anvil if they have a hammer in their invent. This will grant the player 312.5 experience per adamant plate body they make. And smithing an adamant plate body is one of the requirements for completing the elite Lumbridge and Draenor task diary. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many adamant plate bodies we have managed to high out in this 1 hour, and to see how much money will be given away in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of high alching adamant plate bodies. I'll just go ahead and price check 1 adamant plate body. They are 9450, but we paid 9,500 GP on the nose, so 9,500. We'll times that by the amount we made, so that was 1160. So that gives us 11,020,000. So 11,020,000 plus the same amount for the nature runes, which I'll just go ahead and price check one of them, which is 164, 1160, 1160 times 164. So that is the 190,240 GP we spent on the nature runes, plus then if we go ahead and add in our number we spent on the plate bodies, that brings us a investment of 11,210,240 GP. So now if I go ahead and add all these coins in here, this should give us our net profit. Our net profit from doing this video was 11,581,440 GP. If I go ahead and take this away from the money we spent to do this, so 11,581,440 So today's profits is 371,200 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods, and today's money maker is going to be tanning green dragon hides. And these green dragon hides was released to the game on the 29th of March 2004. If you guys want, you could join my CC for the latest updates and to know when the new videos go live, just like this one you are watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. The first requirement, and probably the most important requirement, is that you will need around 10 to 15 million in starter cash. The second set of requirements are just recommended requirements. You will want to wear weight reducing clothing alongside using either a stamina potion or some energy potions to keep your run up. For my gear setup in today's video, it is very simple. I am wearing full graceful as we will be running all the time to do this method, but if you don't have any pieces of graceful, I would recommend for you to wear nothing in your gear slots. My invent setup is on screen and I will enlarge it. In one slot of my invent I have a coin stack. This is so I can pay the tanner, and the rest of my inventory is just full of green dragon hides. Green dragon hides is a guaranteed drop from killing green dragons. The main location, if you wanted to kill these green dragons, is in the wilderness. These dragon hides are always in high demand, so if you are wanting to collect these yourself, be cautious with your surroundings when venturing into the unknown. Green dragon hides can be tanned to make green dragon leather, which then can be used in the crafting skill to make green D-hide armor. You can make dragon leather by paying a tanner or by using the tan leather spell, but bear in mind, if you're wanting to use this spell, this requires you to have a level 78 in the magic skill, and you will need to have completed the hard diary in the Fremennik region. So taking these hides to a tanner is a preferred and more recommended method. A tanner will charge you 20 coins for each hide, or 45 coins if you are using a tanner which is located in Canifis. There are multiple tanners you can use across the game. The first one, and probably the most famous one, is located in Al Kharid. Another tanner is located in the Ranging Guild, but bear in mind the player will need at least a level 40 in the ranging skill to gain access to this guild. These tanners are also found in Canifis, but like I touched on before, they will charge you a premium rate of 45 coins each instead of the street value of 20 coins. And the last location we will be covering in this video is the location we are actually going to be using, and that is the Crafting Guild. To be able to use the tanner in this location, you will need to have at least a level 40 in the crafting skill so you can get access to the Crafting Guild, and you will also need the hard diaries completed in the Falador region. This is so you can access the bank chest on the ground floor. But with all this now being said, let's jump on over to the final price check. We can see how many dragon hides we have managed to get tanned in this 1 hour, and to see how much money we'll be giving away in today's video. Hello and welcome to the price check of tanning these green dragon hides. Here in the top right corner of my screen in the calculator is how much we bought the dragon hides for. We managed to buy them for 1,312 GP each, and here in my invent is the amount of dragon hides we have managed to make in this 1 hour. So if I just go ahead and times this by the price we paid for one dragon hide, then that will give us the total investment for today's video. So 1312 times that by 7748. So the price we paid to be able to do this method was 10,165,376 GP. If I go ahead and price check this, the amount of money we got back from doing this method for 1 hour is 11,668,488 GP. If I go ahead and take this away from our total investment, then that will leave us with our net profit. So today's profits for this video is 1,503,112 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods, and today's moneymaker is running 1,000 laps of the Relica rooftop course. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when new videos go live, just like this one you are watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. You will need at least a level 80 in the agility skill, however you can boost this if you really want to, and to boost this you will need a summer pie. The second requirement is recommended, and it is to have full graceful. This is so you can run for longer. However, once again, if you do not have full graceful, just don't wear like armor, just run about in your character creation outfit and you should be good to go. My gear setup for today's video is very simple. I am wearing full graceful as we are running all the time to be able to do this method, and if you don't have any pieces of this graceful, or if you have only a couple of pieces of this graceful, I would recommend for you to wear nothing in the slots you don't have the graceful. This is so once again you can run for longer and so that your armor is not weighing you down. As we are training agility in this video, I do not have anything in my invent. But if you are one of these people who is wanting to boost to be able to do this relic rooftop course, then I would recommend for you to have a lot of summer pies in your inventory. This is so you can stay here for longer, and the more summer pies you have, the longer you can stay here. And once I jump down here, this should be 81 agility. So there we go, 81 agility has been achieved, and here is 82 agility. Another massive level, one more level less, I need to get to 99, and I'm pretty sure that gives us 2070 total level, it does. And with this lap here, this is going to be our 750th lap. So we only have 250 laps left to go. I cannot really remember how many marks of grace we have. I'm pretty sure it is around 200 at the moment. So we're getting them between like every 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 laps. So it's actually pretty decent right now. So when I leap across this gap here, this is going to be 83 agility. Let's just do a hop, skip and a jump. And there it is, 83 agility, another massive level. And with this lap here, this is going to be our 850th lap. So after the end of this, only 150 laps left to go. So 850 laps in the book. Lap 950. And coming in here is actually going to be our 1000th lap. So this video has actually took me ages to make. It has took a far lot longer than I thought it would do. So 1000 laps has been completed. Let's just jump over to the GE so we can see how many marks of grace we managed to get. So now we are at Berthorpe, or in this is it Rogue's Den, I believe it's called. We currently got 268 marks of grace, and there we go. We have got a full invent of Amelized packs. I'm pretty sure that is 2,600 Amelized crystals. So after my character has opened all of these boxes, all these packs, I will jump back to the GE and then we can see how much these are actually selling for. So now we are back at the GE. Let's go ahead and look in my invent. We managed to get 2,600 Amelized crystals. Let's just go ahead and price check this. So today's loot is going to be 2,332,200. Welcome to season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making method. And today's moneymaker is slaying ents in the woodcutting guild. They was released to the game on the 2nd of June 2016. If you guys want, you could join my CC for the latest updates and to know when new videos go live, just like this one you're watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. You will need a level 60 in the attack and strength skill, with at least a level 40 in the defense skill. Also, a level 43 prayer is highly recommended. This is so you can use a protection prayer. If you do not have all of these requirements, I would recommend for you to wait until you do. Second requirement is also a skill requirement, and this is probably the most important one, as the loot you will get from doing this depends on the level you actually are. You will want a level 75 in the woodcutting skill. This is so you can gather magic logs when chopping up the ent's carcass after you've killed it. My gear setup is on screen and I will just run through it now. The helm I am wearing is the Nate's Not face guard. You can wear the regular helmet or the Slayer helmet if you're killing these on task. The amulet I am wearing is the Amulet of Torture. Once again, you can use the Amulet of Fury, or you can use the Amulet of Glory if you don't have a lot of money. I am using a Fire Cape, but the Obsidian Cape is a good alternative. I'm using Arada's Blessing. You can use any blessing if you really want to, as this is only for prayer bonus. For the armour I am using in today's video, I have gone with a proselyte plate body and a proselyte plate legs. You can use the Initiate. This is basically the same armour, it is just a lower tier of this armour. Or if you haven't completed the quest, you can just use a rune armour set. For the weapons I am using in today's video, I have gone with the Abyssal Whip and the Dragon Defender. If you don't have the whip, I would recommend for you to use the Dragon Simi. Boots I have gone with are the Primordial Boots. But once again, if you don't have a lot of money, you can either use the Rune Boots if you have a low defense level. For the gloves I am wearing in today's video is the Ferocious Gloves. You can use the Barrows Gloves, you have completed all the quests. If not, you can use a Combat Bracelet. And finally, I am running a Berserker Ring Imbue. Once again, if you don't have a lot of money, you can use the Warrior's Ring, as this is a good alternative. But bear in mind, if you are slaying these ents in the wilderness, only take in what you don't mind losing if you die. My inventory layout is on screen, and I will enlarge it so you can see it a bit better. Now let's jump into some information about this method. Ents are monsters found in the dungeon beneath the Woodcutting Guild, and in the forest north and west of the Chaos Temple in the wilderness. These Ents are only found in the wilderness and members' worlds, and for the location we are using in today's video is the Woodcutting Guild, as I want to do a follow-up video on slaying these Ents in the wilderness in the future. After slaying an Ent, their remains can be chopped up to give several sets of noted logs. This all depends on the player's woodcutting level. Players also have a chance to receive bird nests when chopping these Ents. When cutting the trunk of an Ent, player will receive 25 experience in the woodcutting skill per set of logs they receive, no matter what type of logs they get. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many logs we've managed to gather from killing these Ents, and to see how much money we'll be giving away in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of slaying Ents for 1 hour. Here in my event is everything we managed to get. I got 3 bird nests, one had a sapphire in, one had a seed in, and one had a red egg in. So for this 1 hour we managed to get 30 oak logs, 46 willow logs, 46 maple logs, 87 yew logs, and 284 magic logs. So for the supplies we used 4 prayer potions and 2 sips of super strength and 2 sips of super attack. Here in the top right corner is a calculator, and we are going to price check all of the supplies we've used. So we used 4 prayer potions, so how we are going to get that price, we are just going to price check 1 prayer potion, so that's 8898, so 8898, and we're going to times that by 4. So that is 35592. So now if we go ahead and take this out, we use 2 doses of super attack and super strength. So if I just go ahead and add in the rest of this, so that is 841. So if I go ahead and add 841, the price we used to make this video was 36,433 GP. So now I'll go ahead and price check all of this. So let's just add in all 4 of these. Let's just add in this, and we will just throw in every single log we have got in our invent. Hopefully this will come out to a decent profit. So for this video we have managed to get 325,280 GP. If we go back to the calculator and take this away from our total investment of 36,433, so we take away 325,280 GP. So today's net profit was 288,847 GP. Welcome to season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods. And today's moneymaker is rune crafting blood runes, and it was released to the game on the 18th of March 2002. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when new videos go live, just like the one you're watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following, and I have split it up into 2 separate categories. The first set of requirements is so you can actually obtain the dense essence, and that is you'll need a level 38 in the mining skill. This is so you can mine this essence. And you will need the level 38 in the crafting skill. This is so you can chip this dense essence blocks into fragments. Also, a level 73 agility is highly recommended. This is so you can use all of the shortcuts in this area for faster inventories. The second set of requirements is so you can actually make these blood runes. You'll need a level 77 in the rune crafting skill, alongside 100% Arceus house favour. I would also recommend for you guys to bring some weight reducing clothing. For the items you will need to be able to do this method, you will need a chisel. This is so you can chip away at the blocks, and you will need a pickaxe. This is so you can mine the blocks. My gear setup is on screen, and I will just go through it now. The main part of my gear is the dragon pickaxe, as without this I would not be able to mine this essence, and for the rest of my gear I am just using weight reducing clothing. My inventory setup is on screen and I will enlarge it. All I have in my invent is my stack of blood runes I have crafted over this 1 hour, and I have also got a chisel at the bottom of my invent. You will want to place your chisel like mine is on screen, so you can chisel the essence a lot quicker. Now let's jump into some information about these blood runes. With 100% Arceus house favour and 77 rune crafting, players can craft blood runes from dark essence fragments. Each fragment grants 23.8 experience. It is possible to reach approximately 38,000 runecrafting experience per hour while crafting these blood runes. But if you are just starting this method, do not be deterred if you don't reach 38,000 XP an hour, as that is at the peak performance. I'm pretty sure in this video I only managed to get around 35,000 experience an hour, and this was my first time ever crafting blood runes. Using the full graceful outfit and having around 80 plus agility should be enough to have enough run energy to last the entire trip. I will now run down how you can actually do this method. Players should mine an inventory full of dense essence blocks at the dense runestone mine. Then they should run to the dark altar to turn them into dark essence blocks and chip them with a chisel into dark essence fragments. After that, the player should return back to the dense runestone mines and mine another inventory of these blocks. After you've got your second full inventory, run back to the dark altar, turn them into dark essence blocks and run to the blood altar southwest of the dark altar. Once the player has reached the dark altar, craft the fragments in your inventory into the blood runes, and then after that chisel the dark essence blocks into fragments again, and then runecraft these fragments into more blood runes. After you've done all this, run back to the dense runestone mine. This is where your agility level will come in handy. If you have level 73 agility, you could take a shortcut to get back to this mine. Otherwise, you will have to run all the way around past the dark altar and then back into the mine through the second agility shortcut. If you have completed the medium Kebos diaries, you will receive a 5% chance of mining an extra dense essence block, which will increase the profit you will make each hour. And if you have completed the elite diaries in the Kebos region, then you will be granted with 10% more blood runes, which again will transfer into a lot more profit each hour you guys do this method. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many blood runes we have managed to craft in this 1 hour and to see how much money will be given away in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of crafting these blood runes. And here in my event is the blood runes we have managed to craft in this 1 hour. We managed to craft 1,436. And for the XP in today's video, we have managed to get 35,100 in rune crafting. So now let's price check this to see how much we'll be giving away in today's video. So 1 hour of rune crafting or crafting blood runes comes out to be 525,576 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods. And today's moneymaker is mixing Cadantine potion, and it was released to the game on the 27th of February 2002. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when new videos go live, just like this one you're watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. You will need to have completed the Druidic Ritual quest. This is so you unlock the Herb Lore skill. Another requirement is that you will need a level 66 in this Herb Lore skill. This is so you can mix the Cadantine potions. And the third and final requirement you will need to be able to do this method is, you will need at least 5 million in starter cash. This is so you can do this method efficiently for 1 hour. My gear setup is on screen, however as we are bank standing in today's video, it is completely up to you for what you would like to have equipped. My inventory layout is on screen also, and I will enlarge it. I would recommend for you guys to have it laid out like mine is on screen. And for the bank we are using, we are currently in Canopus. However, if you don't have a lot of money, you can easily do this at the Grand Exchange, so you can buy and sell as you go. Before we go any further, only 12% of you who watch my videos are subscribed. If you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications to be the first to see the new videos. Now let's get into some information about this method. Cadantine potions are used to create super defense potions, as adding a clean Cadantine to vial of water gives no experience. Many players will avoid making unfinished potions and buy them directly from the Grand Exchange. So this opens up an opportunity to make unfinished Cadantine potions for profit. I will now run down how you can actually do this method. Withdraw 14 Cadantines and 14 vials of water from your bank, and use one on the other. A menu will open, and then all you have to do is click on Make All. After your inventory is complete, you should be left with 14 unfinished potions. Deposit your inventory into your bank, withdraw 14 more herbs and 14 more vials, and repeat this process. As this doesn't take too long at all, you can actually make around 4,000 unfinished potions per hour, and once you have finished making all of the potions you want to make, sell these on the Grand Exchange. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many potions we have managed to make in this 1 hour and to see how much money will be given away in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of making these Cadantine potions. Here in my event is all the potions we have managed to make in this 1 hour. We have managed to make 3,870 potions. I'll go ahead and bring up a calculator really quickly. So for these Cadantines we paid 1,766. If I go ahead and throw this in the calculator. So to make this method, or to do this method, we spent 6,740,822 GP. So fine, I'll go ahead and price check these Cadantine potions. That should give us the profit we have made for doing this method. So if I just throw these here, so the money we made is 7,618,732. If I go ahead and take this away from the money spent to do this method, then that should give us our net profit. So take away 7,618,732. So today's profits from doing this method is 877,910 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods. And today's moneymaker is going to be slaying goraks. And they was released to the game on the 11th of July 2006. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when new videos go live, just like the one you are watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. You will have to have completed the Fairy Tale 1 quest, alongside partially completed the Fairy Tale 2 quest. This is so you can kill these goraks. I would also recommend for you guys to complete the Legends quest. This is so you can obtain the shield left half from these goraks. My gear setup is on screen and I will run through it now. I am using the Nate's Knot face guard alongside the Amulet of Torture with a fire cape. I am also using a blessing. You guys can use any sort of blessing you want. I'm using this for the extra prayer bonus. The weapons I am using is the Abyssal Whip and the Dragon Defender. For my armour, I have gone with the Proselyte Plate body and the Proselyte Plate legs. This is also for some extra prayer bonus. And finally, I have gone with the Ferocious gloves with the Primordial boots, and lastly the Ring of Wealth. My inventory layout is on screen and I will enlarge it. I'd recommend for you guys to bring what I have so you can stay here for longer. But no, if you don't have a gem bag, you will have to bank more often. Before we go any further, only 11% of you who watch my videos are subscribed. So if you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications to be the first to see the new videos. Now let's jump into some information about this method. Goraks are melee monsters, however using a protect from melee prayer doesn't work on them. They are found in the Gorak plane. You can get here by using the fairy ring code DIR, and they can also be found in the God Wars dungeons. The goraks within the Gorak plane roll the gem drop table 100% of the time, so this makes this one of the best monsters to kill for the shield left half, with a drop rate of around 1 in 250 if you're wearing the Ring of Wealth while having the Legends quest completed. Because of this, it is suggested to bring a gem bag as they drop uncut gems extremely commonly. I would also recommend bringing a bone crusher if you have one. You can get rid of all the big bones they drop. These goraks in this location also never lose aggro, so if you really wanted to, you could train your stats down here without having to reset the aggro timer. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many gems we've managed to collect in this 1 hour, and to see how much money will be given away in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of killing goraks for 1 hour. Here in my invent is all the loot we have managed to get. We managed to get 18 rubies, 8 diamonds, 46 emeralds and 80 sapphires, with 1 full crystal key, and then we managed to get 4 more loot half of keys with a dragon spear, which was actually really good. So I'm not going to price check the supplies just because I didn't track them all the way from the beginning. I completely forgot to install the plugin before making this video, but let's just go ahead and price check all this. So loot from 1 hour of killing goraks comes out to be 201,195 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods, and today's moneymaker is going to be catching Infernal eels, and they was released to the game on the 1st of June 2017. If you guys want, you can join my CC for the latest updates and to know when new videos go live, just like this one you're watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. You will have to have at least a level 80 in the fishing skill. This is so you can catch these eels. Also a level 25 herb lore is required. This is so you can make the oily fishing rod, because without this you can't catch the eels. The player will also need to have a pair of ice gloves. My gear setup is on screen and I shall run through it now. I am using the full angler's outfit, as this will give me a little bit more experience when catching these eels. If you do not have this, I have done a quick guide on how you can get this outfit and I will link it in the description box down below. I have also got my ice gloves equipped. Once again, if you do not have these, I will link a good guide in the description down below so you guys can go and obtain this item. My inventory is laid out on screen and I will enlarge it. I would recommend for you guys to bring what I have, and you can also lay it out like mine is on screen so you can be sure you have brought the right amount of things. Before we go any further, only 13% of you who watch my videos are subscribed. So if you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications to be the first to see the new videos. Now let's get into some information about this method. Infernal eels are members only fish that can be caught within the city of a mortal wreck. I've probably butchered that. I'll place a picture on screen where you can find these infernal eels fishing spots. Because they are located in the inner city, they can only be caught once the player has proven themselves worthy enough to enter the city. You can do this by showing a Tazar guard, which is guarding the entrance to the city, a fire cape. Catching an infernal eel requires a level 80 in the fishing skill, and this will grant the player 95 fishing experience per eel they catch. In order to catch an infernal eel, an oily fishing rod and bait while wearing ice gloves are required. After you've caught an eel with a hammer in your inventory, you can use one on the other to crack it open, and this will extract either 14 to 20 tockle, 1 onyx bolt tip, or 1 to 5 lava scale shards. There is also a chance that you might get a clue scroll when cracking these eels apart, but this depends what your fishing level is. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to the final price check so we can see how many onyx bolt tips we've managed to get in this 1 hour, and to see how much money we'll be giving away in today's video. Welcome to the final price check of fishing these infernal eels. So here in my event is everything we got. We managed to get 22 onyx bolt tips, 5,209 tockle, 112 lava scales, and I have also got 100k coins in my invent. This is so we can do a conversion rate, because I looked on the wiki and there are 2 conversion rates for tockle. The first one is 4.33 coins, this is when you are selling chaos runes, and the second one is 5.35 coins. This is when you are buying uncut onyxes. I'm going to go with 5.35. This is because I can give more back to you guys, and it's not really too much of a difference anyway. So I will go and bring up a calculator here, and on this calculator I will put in 5209 times that by 5.35. So I will add 27,868 coins. 27,868 coins. So that is the price of the tockle. Then I will go ahead and add in the lava scales, and then I will go ahead and add in the onyx bolt tips. So 1 hour of fishing these lava eels comes out to be 235,300 GP. Welcome to Season 4 of testing OSRS Wiki money making methods, and today's money maker is mining gem rocks in the Shiloh Village underground mine, and they was released to the game on the 27th of January 2003. If you guys want, you could join my CC for the latest updates and to know when new videos go live, just like this one you are watching right now. The requirements you will need to be able to do this method are the following. You will need to have at least a level 40 in the mining skill. However, I would recommend for you guys to wait until you have a level 61 in this mining skill before doing this method, as this will let you use the dragon pickaxe. A pretty hard requirement for you guys is to have completed the Karamjahar diaries. This is so you have access to the underground mine. And the last requirement I would recommend for you guys is, I would recommend for you guys to all bring a gem bag. If you don't have a gem bag, you can easily obtain one of these through the Motherlode mine, and I'm pretty sure they cost around 100 golden nuggets. My gear setup is on screen and I shall run through it now. So for my main gear, I am wearing the full Prospector outfit alongside an Amulet of Glory. This is how I have an increased chance of getting the gems while mining them. I'm pretty sure this will speed up the process of mining these gem rocks also. And finally for my gear, I've gone with the dragon pickaxe, but if you don't have this, or if you don't have level 61 mining, or you cannot afford a dragon pickaxe, I would recommend for you guys to just use the best pickaxe you guys can afford, or the best pickaxe you can use at your level. For my inventory for this video, I've gone with a gem bag for the generic gems. Also, I've brought along a chisel. This is for me to get rid of the uncut opals and the uncut jades, so I don't have to bank so often. But before we go any further, only 13% of you who watch my videos are subscribed. So if you aren't already, smash that sub button and turn on notifications to be the first to see the new videos. Now let's jump into some information about this method. For the location in today's video, we are in the Shiloh Village underground mine. I will place a picture on screen for what it looks like from above. For you guys to be able to mine down here, you'll have to have completed the hard Karamja diaries. And for easy access to the mine, when you've completed this said diary, you can easily teleport with the Karamja gloves with the Shiloh mine teleport, which is located on these gloves. Gem rocks can be mined through the mining skill. A mining level of 40 is required to mine these gem rocks, and this will grant the player 65 mining experience per gem they mine. Normal gem rocks can be mined in Shiloh Village after a player has completed the Shiloh Village quest. They can also be found in the Lunar Isle mine after completing the Lunar Diplomacy quest. These rocks regenerate every 99 game ticks or every 59.4 seconds after they've been mined. The Shiloh Village mine in the northwest part of the village has two sections, overground mine and the underground mine. The underground section is only available for players who have completed the hard Karamja diaries, and it includes significantly more gems than the mine on the surface. In the underground mine there is also a bank deposit box for easier access to bank your gems. For those who only have access to the gem rocks on the surface, I'd recommend for you all to bring a gem bag. This is so you can extend your trips. And finally, wearing the Vorok's Armor 1 or higher does not work on these gem rocks. But with this now all being said, let's jump on over to this final price check so we can see how many gems we've managed to mine in this 1 hour and to see how much money we'll be giving away in today's video. Hello and welcome back to the final price check of mining gem rocks. Here in my event is everything we have managed to get in this 1 hour. So we managed to get 15 diamonds, 18 rubies, 21 sapphires, 34 red topaz, 14 emeralds, and with the opals and the jades we chiseled them into bolt tips. So let's just go ahead and add all this in the price check. Let's just go ahead and add this fairly slowly as well. So for the bolt tips we have managed to get 48,000 coins. Let's go and add the emeralds and whatever else. So far 119k, and with the red topaz, so this will bring it up to the 1 hour. So 1 hour of mining gems comes out to be 176,570 GP. Welcome to the Moneymaker leaderboard. On this leaderboard I ranked the Moneymakers after I tried them, and I split it into 4 columns. The first column is for the method I was using, the second column is for the money this method has earned me, column 3 is for the order they're ranking compared to the order they was released in, and column 4 is for difficulty, because after I've tried each method I will rank it. If it is hard to do then I'll give it a red hard, if it is easy to do then I'll give it a green easy, and if it falls in between hard and easy like some of these methods do, then I will give it a yellow medium. This is for like the medium tier. So today's moneymaker was mining gem rocks in the Shiloh Village underground mine, and this netted us a profit of 176,570 GP. This was seen in episode 16 on season 4, and I ranked it as hard to do. The main reason I ranked it as hard to do is because you've got to complete the achievement diaries from easy all the way to hard just to get access to this underground mine. The second reason is because I went with a recommended requirement of having the gem bag. You don't really need the gem bag if you don't want to, it just means you've got to bank more often, but there is a deposit box down there. But I've gone with the gem bag, so that way I only had to bank the red topaz because I also brought a chisel along to get rid of the opals and jades. So that's why I ranked that as hard. But I hope you guys have all enjoyed this moneymaker. If you have enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, it really would help this channel grow. And if you guys want to support the channel further, you can do. My Patreon link is in the description box down below. However, just watch my videos and give me some feedback on them is more than enough support. But I've been Ben, hope you guys have all enjoyed like I said, and I will see you in the next moneymaker. Goodbye.